lot of hot topic discussions to go through. We have SeungRi under fire again. You guys know the whole Burning Sun scandal that went on 2019, but he is on the press again. Then we have Mama waiting rooms explained. Yes, we know the disaster stuff that went on, but I want to let you guys know that this is actually very common. And let me explain why. We have YouTuber Fat Loss Shame. She only lost 12 pounds, and a lot of netizens are angry about this. Let's talk about the former ToppDogg member who confessed that he was actually bullied in his group. So grab your snack and drinks. Now for me, I am going to be taking out one of my snacks. Got some Japanese mochi puff that I'm going to be snacking on, Japanese jelly. So I just want to say a big shout out and thank you to Hoksu for sponsoring today's video. Hoksu is a monthly snack box subscription service that delivers original assortment of premium Japanese snacks and tea pairings. Every month you're going to be receiving a box with a different theme, and this month's theme for the holidays is called the Winter in Hokkaido. You're going to get a pamphlet that describes all the gourmet snacks that's included in your box. They always give you some nice jelly candies, mochi puff, one of my favorites, a lot of delicious Japanese cookies and chocolates, and they give you a unique tea pairing every single month on the box. And this month I have the royal milk tea to go along with my snacks. I vacationed in Tokyo multiple times and I miss it so much, and unfortunately due to COVID we can't be traveling. So the fact that I get gourmet Japanese snack box right at my door, I can have a tea pairing at my house and remind me of those vacation days. For Christmas or New Year's, you guys should have a Japanese tea pairing with your small group of friends and family. That would be so much fun. You guys can get 10% off up to $47 of the authentic Japanese snack by using my link and code down below, GRAZY10 in the description box. Thank you to Boksu for sponsoring today's video. So let's get into the SeungRi scandal. He is a former Big Bang member, and you guys have heard about the Burning Sun scandal that was a hot issue last year in 2019. But recently SeungRi has been under fire again because there were new witnesses that came forward to provide evidence that he did have adult service workers that he called to his house during his business meetings, or to his clients, or to investors. Now, since the scandal last year, he has had up to 7 or more allegations against him, from illegal gambling, sanitary violations in his companies, adult industry, and so much more. It's really hard to keep up with this case because there's just so much. He's currently serving the military service right now. He enlisted March of 2020, so apparently once you are in the military, any cases or allegations against you go through the military court, which I heard the military court is a little bit more severe or harsh. I have to look into that, but that's just what I heard. So in the latest court hearing, there was witnesses who came forward to confess that they were called to do adult services in SeungRi's house back from 2015 to 2019. A female witness B, quote, said, "I didn't know it was SeungRi's house at first. I learned that it was SeungRi's house when I arrived and SeungRi was there. I received my pay from a third party. SeungRi also paid the taxi which I returned to home." She also stated that back in December of 2015, she was called to provide services for SeungRi's Japanese client who was an investor. Now, however, SeungRi's side denied these claims and refuted it doesn't make sense that she learned the home of SeungRi's home after arriving there. SeungRi did not know that B was a service. Furthermore, in 2015, SeungRi was a top singer and he did not need any investment. He had no incentive to offer service to Japanese investors. Let me just say that these are allegations. We're not saying this is the truth. Innocent until proven guilty. A lot of people are questioning SeungRi's lawyer side, saying, how do you not know who enters your house? Like, do you just have random people just walking into your house and you didn't know who she was? And then we have some people kind of refuting the women witness side, saying that how do you not know that it was SeungRi's house at first when you walked in there? So we really don't know what the truth is at the moment, but this is just the statements that was said. Another witness came forward, female C, claimed that she was called to SeungRi's home in December of 2015 to Yoo In-suk, who is a former Yuri Holdings president. Now, Yoo In-suk was supposedly a really good friend and a business partner to SeungRi, and he was involved in that whole Burning Sun scandal as well. I received the information from my seller and went to SeungRi's home. I figured it was SeungRi's home when I entered the first floor of the apartment. I had my gaze cast down when I entered, so I didn't know who was all there. There was about 3 to 4 men. I don't remember if SeungRi was one of them. I do know that the buyer was Yoo In-suk. Do we think they're telling the truth or not? We'll figure that out later on. Now, he will have other allegations covered in the next court hearing, including violating food sanitization laws from his other businesses that he used to have. Also, some people are commenting about the lawyer SeungRi's side, saying that just because he was a famous celebrity, it does not mean that he doesn't doesn't need investors when it comes to businesses. Because at the end of the day, even million-dollar businesses, they all have investors. Investors is something that's needed when it comes to businesses. So a lot of people are saying that, you know, SeungRi being a top famous celebrity but not having investors doesn't make sense. Again, there's a lot of allegations against SeungRi. What do you guys think? Alright, let's go into the mama waiting room disaster and the big health issues that went on, and let me explain this. First, can I just say the whole mama stage was amazing. The fact that they had these holograms and all these like graphic things was amazing because it just showed how powerful Asian artists can be, and I'm so proud of them. So proud of this whole artwork that was done. Now, I know the mama room scandal happened a couple of weeks ago, but I really want to touch up on this. There was apparently no waiting rooms for K-pop idols, and there was waiting rooms for certain staff members and the actors, but the waiting room was technically their own van or car and the parking lot. Now, the celebrities apparently had to wait a lot of hours, couple hours inside their cars doing their makeup, probably practicing inside the cars because there was no practicing room, had to change, you know, going to the bathroom was all a hassle. It was very cold as well since it's winter in Korea now, and this was apparently due to COVID restrictions. Now, let me just say, this is actually very common than you might think. There's no waiting rooms for everybody in every situation, and this happened to me before when I was on TV programs. I had to wait in my car for like hours. Like, we had no waiting room, so I would go film, go to the car, wait inside the van with my manager, and you literally wait for hours until it's your next turn to film. So it's a very hard thing. It's literally kind of feels like you're stuck inside a plane, sitting in that one seat for hours. Thank God I was a solo artist, so I was kind of like the only member inside the car beside the staff members. But if you have like 6-7 members and you're all crammed inside the van, it's not a fun thing to do. I totally understand. Oh my god, like when I would be in these cars because you're waiting for hours, and I remember I was so agitated because you guys are so close to each other, and if there's a manager or staff member that you don't like, you have to be stuck in that car for hours. Sometimes they lecture you. I remember this one time, like, I just had a bad relationship with my manager and like a staff member, and just negative things that they were just telling me constantly, and I have to spend hours with them inside the car. It was very mentally draining. Glad that these situations are being brought up because we need waiting rooms. Artists and staff health was also in danger because in the CJ buildings they were having a construction inside and outside as well. Now, due to construction using cranes, trucks, there was a lot of miseonji we call, which is fine dust that was spreading around. People were complaining about their mask, their white mask turning black at the end of the day because of the dust, about sore throats and stuffed noses. Also, each group had to film the pre-recording that took up to 4 hours, which means during these hours they did not wear a mask, so they were exposed to all these little dust. Now, Korea already has a problem with miseonji, which is just pollution. That's why in Korea, even before COVID stuff, you had to wear a mask. Now, whenever I am in Korea, I really do have to say my health declines really bad, and I think it's because of the miseonji. Like, I always have stuffed noses, my nose is bleeding all the time, I have sore throat, I lose my voice, and I just have like a really weak energy. So on top of miseonji, we have this dust problem, and it's cold, and it's COVID. Like, I'm sure these artists went through a lot and they were pretty patient about it. CJ claims they tried their best to calm any dust at all times using water hoses, but of course they probably didn't use water hoses inside the building, so people are questioning, how did you do that inside? I'm glad the stage came out looking wonderful, but I do really wish that in the future, you know, artists' health will be taken care of course staff as well, because already artists' health is declining because, you know, we're up all day and night practicing, you know, mental wise, physical. But I'm really glad fans and other people are speaking up about this because health is so important. But again, like I said, these waiting room situation, it's tough, but it's very common. Let's go on to YouTuber fat loss shaming. There's a famous Korean YouTuber who is known for her makeup videos and vlogs named Holly. Now, she went on this YouTube weight loss challenge with a famous fitness trainer, JJ, and they decided to do a 3-month journey with Holly. Now, fans were looking forward to this journey going along for 3 months, and all of a sudden now it was finally the transformation reveal time. Finally, at the last episode, Holly revealed that she lost 12 pounds, and a lot of netizens were angry about this. They were saying, I followed this program for a couple months now and you only lost 12 pounds. This is a failure. What is this? You're supposed to lose way more. anymore. This is not a transformation. And there was a lot of criticism. At this transformation video, she did a little photo shoot, and at the end, to celebrate the end of the series, she was eating ramen with JJ. And JJ issued an apology saying she's sorry, that she takes all the responsibility. And Holly later issued an apology saying that she was sorry for, letting people down and things like that. I went to go see her YouTube channel, and there was also a lot of just hate comments, negative comments about things that are not related to this weight loss challenge thing that she did. Now people are commenting about her personality, that she has like a negative personality and things like that. This is the really sad part about hate comments. There's one controversy. People like to nitpick on every single thing about that person, which is really unfortunate, and I don't think that's right. But there are also a lot of people who are encouraging her, saying that it's your body, your choice. Doesn't matter how much you lose. If you lost something, that's a success. So I want to ask you guys, how would you feel if you followed a YouTuber's journey for a couple months and all of a sudden, the transformation result is not as what you thought? Maybe they hyped it up really much and then all of a sudden, the result isn't as what you expected. How would you feel? Would you be let down? I had a little outfit changer. Hope you guys don't mind. I have a glitter outfit that I'm wearing right now. Oh my god, I love this. Let's talk about the former ToppDogg member who confessed that he was actually bullied in his group. This is Park Hyun-ho, who used to be in a group called ToppDogg. Let me know if you guys remember ToppDogg. I do believe that they never really blew up or anything, but I know their name, and they released a lot of music and there was a lot of fans, but unfortunately I don't believe they won #1 or anything like that. Now Hyunho was actually one of the main vocalists in ToppDogg. Now in this deleted video from Idol Olympics, I don't know why they deleted it. Maybe it was causing too much of a stir. Hyunho says that his relationship with his other members grew apart once he started getting most of the spotlight. He didn't really go into detail about other things about what happened, how this caused jealousy or something that really made the members dislike him or each other. In Korean, he described this as 왕따니 왕따들, meaning bullying but not really bullying. We really don't know what that exactly means, only he does. Quote, when I was promoting as ToppDogg, I thought my whole dream came true. I don't think the members always got along. I used to think that if someone gets the spotlight for the team, even if it's not me, it was good enough. That sparked some issues and the so-called bullying. As for the decision to leave ToppDogg, it happened when everyone brutally voted, including myself, to question, raise your hand if you want SeungRi out. I think that was the absolute worst moment in my life. So apparently all the members gathered and did like a voting system where they wanted to vote a member out. I've never heard about this because usually when you want a member out, usually the staff member do it or the company does it, or you talk to the company if you do have a problem. When the members kick a member out, that's pretty bad. But he does say that he did meet up with the members later on and everything's okay now, but at the time he was going through a really tough time. It even made him almost want to jump out the window, he says, but his father saved him. He's now trying to do 트로트 in Korean. Trottu is like a traditional Korean kind of style of music. It's really unfortunate when we hear about, not getting along with members. I've talked about this multiple times where it's very common because you're living with like people that are same age as you or around your age in a tight space, in a tight dorm, in a lot of schedules, and you're next to them 24/7. So you're gonna run into trouble. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell because I reply to all my early birds and I'm live chatting with you guys when the video is up. You guys have to gift this for the holidays. See you guys in my next video.